Hello everyone! The Burning Legion has invaded Azeroth once again, and druids are able to pick up 4 different artifacts to empower them in this war. Gahanir, the Mother Tree, is set to aid his wielder in achieving perfect harmony with nature, allowing them to tap into deeply powerful restorative spells, perfect for any Restoration Druids. Keeper Remulus informs us that we're lucky that we're looking for Gahanir this day, since the Dryad Maloon, she's just arrived from the sacred shrine where their staff has been guarded for many centuries. Few have the privilege of knowing the hidden location within the roots of Sheladrasil, where Gahanir is kept, but we certainly earn the right, so we're told to go and talk with Maloon.
Oh, raspberries! I don't know what to do!
Maloon is literally crying, since Gahanir is corrupted. The nightmare has risen from the depths of the dream. It all happened so fast, but she was able to take the staff and bring it back to the grove before it was completely taken by the nightmare. It now rests within the Emerald Dream, but she fears that we don't have much time, so we're told to pick up some water from the sacred moonwell and ask Leafbeard for his blessing.
We can do this! Gahanir is counting on us! Our hero will fix this! Just you wait!
Within the Barrow Den, Naralex guides us into the dream.
Now just relax and focus your mind on the dream. I will guide your spirit from here. Can you hear me? Gahanir rests at the circle of spirits above, but it oozes nightmare into the Barrow Den. You must hurry before you succumb to the corruption.
The nightmare is actually spreading from Gahanir, so we must hurry and find it, while using our restoration spells to cleanse ourselves from the nightmare's corruption. Along the way, we also find Bashana Runetotem, daughter of Hamur Runetotem, who's in a bit of trouble.
Someone! Anyone! I can't escape these roofs! Oh, I thought I was done for. I'd prefer to avoid these horrors. Let's sneak past them. The path is blocked. I think I can clear it out. That did it. You go on ahead. I'll deal with things down here.
Please help. I can't hold the corruption back much longer. I would have surely been overwhelmed if you had not arrived. Thank you. Let us reconvene in the physical world.
We've obtained Gahanir, but the weapon is still corrupted, so something has to be done. Layessa believes that since the world tree Nordrasil was grown out of an acorn of Gahanir, we can use the sacred water surrounding its roots to purify the corruption.
We must safeguard the Totem led a small party to investigate Legion activity near Nordrasil not long ago. He may be able to aid you.
Once Gahanir is pure again, we can help Archdruid Greatelm cleanse any remaining nightmare at the Dream Grove. I only hope we are not too late to save Gahanir. Such devastation.
Thank the ancients you've come. Gates of hell poured forth upon us. They were everywhere. Tend to the others first. Their wounds are more dire than my own.
Skylord, you must inform the Dream Grove. We will ensure no further life is lost this day. You must save our injured. I will prepare the cleansing ritual.
The Legion remembers getting their asses kicked at the top of Mount Hyjal during Warcraft 3, and our forces here have felt it. We free Zentabra from her bubble, and we heal both Hamur Runetotem and Celestine of the Harvest.
The well was nearly lost during the assault, but so long as a single drop
I am ready to
remains,
begin
there
the
is
ritual.
hope.
I will prepare the well's waters for the cleansing. You must protect me until the ritual is complete, or Gahanir will be lost.
Something ain't right. The spirits be crying out.
The gateway is activating.
Tremble before me! I bring darkness to this world!
If you keep us alive, we will buy you the time you need. For Gahanir!
We must keep the party alive, and since I'm such a star at healing, let's talk a little bit about the history of Gahanir. Some of the chapters on Wowpedia when it comes to the artifacts, they seem to be missing, but this is what I could find so far. When the Titans and their creations were done fighting their war against the Old Gods and the Black Empire, Azeroth itself was corrupted, and without help, nature wouldn't stand a chance. The Titans knew this, so one of their final acts was to give the Keepers the knowledge and power to reverse this unspeakable destruction. In time, nature would rise, life would flourish, generations of plants and animals would grow and change. This miraculous recovery did not come from any one place, but at the beginning, there was a source of healing and balance. A place where all life could rest and revive. It was called Gahanir, the Mother Tree. Now, Keeper Freya was charged by the Titans to guide the seedling of Azeroth's nature life. To aid in this task, she shaped a mystical realm that would become known as the Emerald Dream. Here they say that she shaped the realm, which still doesn't give clarity as to whether or not she created the realm. It could be that the realm already existed, and I think this one makes the most sense. The realm already existed, she used her powers to mold it and shape it, tap into it. She's the one that gave form to it, but the realm itself already existed. Either way, she wanted it to be an unspoiled vision of nature, undisturbed by the forces of evil or external civilizations. She began by creating a single massive tree set atop a high peak within the dream. From it bloomed many different fruits and flowers, and new life flowed outward in waves, sweeping across the land. Freya sculptured pools of life in other locations within the Emerald Dream, but this tree was the first, the tallest and the most radiant. For millennia, it served as a source of healing and balance that extended beyond the dream and into the physical world. As life flourished on Azeroth, generations of animals came and went. Soon the Emerald Dream was filled with the spirits of countless beasts. That first tree that Freya had created, Gahanir, became a haven for winged creatures. Many powerful spirits were drawn to Gahanir. Some wanted to simply gaze upon it, others wanted to sit at its base and bask in its shade for a while, but one of them never left. A wild god named Aviana made the Mother Tree her home for as long as she lived. She had grown utterly enchanted with Gahanir. It was more than a tree. It was a source of life, of healing, of peace. Aviana spent years melding her powers into the tree, and soon all living winged creatures on Azeroth, they dreamed of spending the afterlife flying through its branches. Aviana's spirits became intertwined with the Mother Tree. In time, this would have lasting consequences. Now, we were aware of the Mother Tree's existence before, since it was part of the War of the Ancients trilogy. In that story, we read about the Red Dragon Cressus, also known as Corialstras, and Malfurion Stormrage finding their way to Aviana's domain. Cressus described it as the place for all winged creatures, separate from, but a part of, the mortal world in a manner akin to the Emerald Dream. Gahanir is the tallest tree atop the tallest peak. The fruit it bears carries the seeds of all earthly trees, and Aviana made her home here. She was very kind to the dragon and the druid. She even gave them one of her feathers so that they could get back down again. A similar feather that those of you who played during Warlords of Draenor, you might remember using Aviana's feather. Now, during the War of the Ancients, as you probably know by now, the demigods also joined the battle, and many of them lost their lives and returned to the Emerald Dream. Aviana was no different. She was knocked from the sky, and the mage Ronin witnessed her lifeless body fall when a large group of demons attacked her. The Doom Guards surrounded her, pierced her body with their spears, and when Aviana was killed, her realm tree Gahanir died. The shock of Aviana's death reverberated through the Emerald Dream, and all the leaves of Gahanir fell from their branches. Many mourned it, and some succumbed to the temptation of serving dark forces in Aviana's absence. But although she had died, her spirit lingered. As the Night Elves struggled to rebuild the society in the wake of the Great Sundering, the Green Dragonfly discovered a gift. A single branch from the Mother Tree with a single acorn hanging from its leaves had been left in their care. Alexstrasza of the Red Dragonflight, she used the acorn to grow Nordrassil, the world tree over the New Well of Eternity created by Illidan Stormrage, to contain its powers and prevent them from growing. Malfurion sensed that it had been Aviana's spirit that had given the branch to them, and he believed it was best to keep it hidden. Many of Aviana's children had been lost to chaos, and they might be driven to claim the remnants of Aviana's legacy for the new masters. Quietly, Malfurion moved the branch to a safe location within the Emerald Dream. Few knew of its location, but its influence felt far and wide. For many millennia, the branch served as a stabilizing force for the Emerald Dream, and the land near it was said to be a place of great healing and peace. Now, being a wild god with her spirit connected to the Emerald Dream, Aviana didn't truly die, and we brought her back to Azeroth during the Cataclysm to help us defend Mount Hyjal and defeat the forces of Ragnaros the Fire Lord. Here she is again, as we battle with the Pit Lord, and we cleanse the branch from the Mother Tree of its corruption.
Quickly, hero! Our work is nearly complete! You must give me the staff! The Mother Tree's gifts are everywhere. Spirits of the forest, guardians of nature, hear our plea. On this day, the Mother Tree is reborn. Gahanir is whole once more!
A very nice callback to Warcraft 3 takes place. Back then, Malfurion called upon the spirits of the forest to aid us with defeating our command. Now we do the same as we battle with Destrumath.
Use Gahanir to call upon the spirits of the forest to destroy this fiend!
I will destroy you! Your world will burn!
It is done. Let us all return to the Dream Grove and tell the others of our triumph.
We must stay behind for a time to aid Skylord Omniron's forces. Thank you. Without you, we would have surely fallen.
Were it not for this hero's actions, we would have all perished atop Mount Hyjal. Both Gahanir and Nordrassil would have been destroyed by the Legion. For centuries I have watched over Gahanir. Today it nearly fell to the corruption I swore to fight. It is time for another to take my place. Therefore, I hereby pass along my station to this hero. A true protector of life. A true guardian of the dream. Thank you again, Shando. I will remain here, in the Dream Grove, if you ever have need of my guidance.
And so, Restoration Druids now wield the restored branch of Gahanir, the Mother Tree, wielding it in the war against the Legion as they adventure through the Broken Isles. However, those are the story for another day, so for now, thank you very much for watching, everyone. Subscribe if you like my videos, leave a like if you enjoyed this one, and until next time, guys, see ya!